Get your answers to your immigration questions.
All right, let's go to Ms. Davy in Toronto, Canada. Ms. Davy, how are you?
Yes, hi.
How are you?
Thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure. What's going on?
Okay, I'm a Canadian citizen and my mom is an American citizen. I live here in Canada and she lives in the U.S. She has filed a petition for me 5.5 years ago and it got approved. Now I just have to gather all the information and the documentation that the embassy wants.
Right.
And go for an interview. I still don't have an appointment yet, but I still have to gather all the documents. Now, the problem is that 33 years ago, I have a conditional discharge here in Canada, and I got a pardon for it. And
what was it for?
It was over shoplifting under 1,000.
Okay. It's perfectly fine. It was 32 years ago. It's a petty offense, and you have a pardon for it anyway. You have to disclose it, but you'll be fine.
Yes. But when I asked the RCMP to get a fingerprint, it came out as nothing. I have no record in RCMP, Royal Canadian Police.
Okay.
It came out as nothing. So I don't know. I still have to disclose it, I'm sure.
Yeah, you would disclose it and say, I have a pardon, and here's my fingerprint. There's no record of it. It was 32 years ago, and it's destroyed.
Okay. But what if they want like a court record or anything? I don't have anything.
You can't give them what you don't have, and you have no record, but you want to be truthful.
Yes, but again, when I asked my lawyer, she said I have to ask under Privacy Act. It's under Privacy Act for RCMP National Entire Repository. So I did fingerprint again. It should come in about hopefully soon. Mm-hmm. That if there is anything in the National Repository entire holding, it should show. If it doesn't show, that means I'm okay, right?
If it happened, you have to admit it. If it doesn't show, it doesn't show. So, I mean, you do what you need to do. These are the records. I'm telling you, I was arrested 32 years ago, and I have the case pardoned. I'm sure you have some paperwork on it from a court or something.
Yes.
Okay, so you bring the paperwork from the court, but it doesn't matter, because even if it wasn't pardoned, it was 32 years ago and it was a petty offense.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that this is counted as a petty offense.
It would be, yes. And if you need help, hold on one second, okay? All right, let's go to Camille in Brooklyn. Camille.
Oh, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine, thank you. My question is, if you got married with adjustment of status and you got the first green card, however, you're not living in the same state as your husband anymore, will that be a factor?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you come around for the second interview?
When you go to remove the conditions of your permanent residence and you go from the 2-year to the 10-year, you have to show you and your spouse live together. And if you can't show you and your spouse live together, you're going to have a big problem.
Big as in huge.
Because of what?
I'm saying a very big problem.
Yes, because how do they determine a bona fide marriage? They determine a bona fide marriage. Do you live together? Do you have a financial relationship?
Not really.
All right,
no.
So you got a problem. Hold on one second. Let's go to Jay in Santa Rosa, California. Jay.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. So I have 2 questions.
Yes.
I came on a visa, B1 visa, to the United States in 2014.
Right.
And within a year, I filed my asylum. And I got my interview with USCIS in 2017, and I couldn't satisfy the officer, and they referred my case to the immigration court. So in 2018, I got married, and my wife filed I-130 petition for me with USCIS, and I got interview on January 28. So my petition got approved for behalf of my wife, and they said I have to file I-485 to immigration court for adjustment of status.
You got to ask permission for the judge first. You just don't randomly file an I-485 with the court.
Yes. So the thing is, now do I have to file I-944 form also?
Yes. You will eventually need to do it, yes.
Okay. And the second question is, during my interview...
By the way.
Yes, sir.
You do not need, if you're doing the adjustment through the judge, you will not need to do that because that's the EOIR, it's not USCIS, so you would not need to do it through an adjustment through a judge. If the judge terminates your case and tells you to go file the adjustment with immigration, you would need to do it. Let me be clear.
Oh, I-94? I-944?
Yes.
Okay. And, sir, I have a second question. Is during my interview, the immigration officer asked me, like, so if you filed the asylum, so did you lie about during your visa interview? And I said, yeah, because I needed asylum. So I have a question. Do I need to file 601 waiver?
Yes. Now you've admitted to a misrepresentation. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right,
that's all. Thank you for your help.
Do you have attorneys helping you on this?
No, that's
I think it sounds like you need one. Hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Christina in Houston, Texas. Christina. 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 Christiana. Whether it's Christina or Christiana, she's not listening. Let's go to Miss Abdallah in Baltimore.
Hi, Brett.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I'm about to apply for adjustment of status.
Right.
And I wanted to know if my husband have a son and he's disabled, he get a disability check. So is that going to be affecting me?
No.
From the public
No.
charge?
Nope.
Rules?
Nope. No. Public service for children public benefits for children don't apply.
So in the form I-944, they're asking me to write all the checks and stuff that I get. Do I need to write
yes,
it?
Be honest, but it's not going to affect you.
Okay. So my second question, my husband got changed his work from to a private work. So what kind of form that we need to submit for the affidavit of support?
A job letter.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Let's go to Hossein in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Hossein.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
What's up?
My wife from Djibouti, and she has the interview date scheduled on March 12th. And I make 40,000 last week, but this year I make more than that. And she's a French speaker. She don't speak English, and she worked there. And with the public charge rule, so what's going to affect? What do you think is going to affect? I do have a health insurance on my work job, and I had a letter from my HR.
I think if you earn over 60,000, you say you're making more than 40. Bring proof that you're making more now. Bring proof of that she has medical. And I mean, you should be okay, even if she doesn't speak English. Maybe you want to go to Djibouti and go with her on the interview.
Oh, okay. Like I have a letter from my job saying that she will have insurance whenever she comes to the U.S.
Perfect.
So I don't have to go there. Just to send the paperwork there, right?
Okay, yeah. If you, I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to go.
Yep. Yeah.
But sounds okay. Sounds okay to me.
In 2017, I had an appendix removal. That time it was emergency, but I had.
What are you earning right now? How much money are you earning right now?
80,000 a year.
Okay, make sure she brings proof that you're making $80,000 a year, and she's going to get medical insurance through your job. She will get through.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Brett.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good luck. Let's go to Funmi in Lynn, Massachusetts. Funmi or Fumi? Fumi.
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, so I filed for VAWA in 2016, got my first EAD card and parole card in 2017. Then I traveled abroad in 2018. I got sick and I couldn't travel. I couldn't come back. But I already applied for my EAD card and my travel document before I traveled. So it didn't come until November 2018. So I came back to the U.S. My card came in February 25th, 2019. So then I renewed again.
Your work permit? You're talking about your work permit?
Yes. So I renewed again
Have
last year.
you filed an adjustment application?
Yes.
When?
I filed in 2016.
You filed a VAWA case in 2016. When did you file your adjustment? In 2016 too?
Yes, I filed everything.
And you don't
together.
have a green card to this day? 4 years later?
No, I don't.
Okay. All I can tell you is there's something wrong there. Okay? I don't even need the magic 8 ball to tell you that. 4 years pending VAWA case, and you still don't have a decision? You need to make it. You need to come see me. Hold on. There's a problem. I don't know what it is, but there's a problem. Hold on. Let's go to Kenny. Is this the same Kenny we got disconnected with yesterday?
Yeah, what's going on, Cousin Brad?
What's going on? All right.
Not bad.
But I'm now Cousin Brad. It's not Uncle Brad, Scruffy Brad. I'm just Cousin Brad now.
Okay.
All right. What's going on?
Just switching it up. Yes. My wife has a 2-year green card.
Yeah.
And I know you have to have everything filed together.
Right.
But right now we're trying to change our maiden name to my last name on her social. Is it okay we file with her maiden name before the?
Yes. Yeah. It's a modern world. She doesn't have to take your name.
Oh, it wouldn't affect when
zero.
it's time to rule the condition?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Okay. Let's go to Tanya in Huntsville, Alabama. Tanya.
Hey, Brad. How you doing?
Wonderful. How you doing?
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
I was previously married. My spouse and I divorced, and he got married to somebody else, and now is a U.S. citizen. We have since reconnected. If he were to file for me, would that be a problem?
As long as you can prove that his marriage, when he got his green card and citizenship, was legit, you're allowed to fall out of love with you, marry somebody else, fall out of love with them, marry you back. Is it a usual occurrence that happens in people's lives? No. Is it more usual in immigration? Yes. Does it happen when it has nothing to do with immigration? Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor married Richard Burden twice, so it happens. All right, that's a perfect example. But he has to be prepared to show that his prior marriage that he got his legal status through was also a legit marriage. I mean, they'll question everything more. You know, did he just divorce you to marry someone else to get a green card? But as long as there's proof and that all of these relationships are legitimate, it happens. People fall in love, fall out of love, and fall back in love with the same people.
Sure do.
All right.
Also, Brad, I have a friend. Her sister is petitioning for her, and the I-130 was approved in 2010. She's in the States. The question is there a waiver for her so she can adjust here when her priority date becomes current?
Who's filed for who?
Her sister.
Her sister? Unless she's 245I, she will not be eligible to adjust her status.
What's 245I?
Somebody filed for her before April 30th, 2001.
She was married before, and that didn't work out. So probably, I know they said she's grandfathered in or something.
Yes, that would be the grandfathering under 245I. So then the answer is yes.
Okay, so she would file the 245I.
Correct.
When the priority date becomes current.
Correct. With proof that she had that previously filed application.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So will a denial suffice from her first filing?
No, you don't want to submit a denial because you have to show that you had an approvable case. The case was denied, that's not approvable. So we got to look to see why it was denied. If it was denied because, the marriage broke up and they didn't show up to an interview, then they're going to have to submit proof that had they shown up to the interview, it would have been approved. If the couple,
they showed up.
1 second. If the couple showed up to the interview, were interviewed, and they said this is not a good marriage, case denied, that's not an approvable case. That's not a 245I case. So I think this person needs to have a consultation with me and see what actually went down. Hold on. Let's go to Ian in Brooklyn, New York. Ian.
Yeah, Brad. Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I called the other day. I was the person who called in regard to my friend who got deported under that aggravated felony.
Right.
In the 3rd degree. I did have another question, which I did not ask you.
This was a drug offense, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. What happened when he came to the U.S.? he was the age of 17, and he was filed for by his father, who was a U.S. citizen from 1978.
Okay.
And he got deported. So he wanted to find out if he was
a
deported.
Citizen.
Yes, because he said that at the court, the judge was telling him some.
How old is he?
He's about now he's about 50 now or around here now.
All right. So the laws changed in 2001. They're actually more liberal now than they were back in the day, which is actually weird because usually immigration laws were more liberal back in the day than they are now. But for certificates of citizenship, they're actually more liberal now. So he falls under the less liberal laws prior to 2000, prior to February 2000. And the reason is because now the law says if you are under 18, you have a green card, and you live in the physical and legal custody of your U.S. citizen father, you're a citizen. Back in the day, you had to prove one of four things. You had a green card, you were under 17, which he did, and then had to prove one of four things. Either both mom and dad are citizens. Two. I'm going to go through all four and see if anything applies to him. I'm going to tell you all four. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Mom and dad are citizens, and he's under 18. Dad's a citizen, divorced mom. He has custody of this kid. Mom is a citizen. Nobody knows who dad is. Dad's a citizen. Mom's dead.
Okay, dad is a citizen, but he did not marry to his mother.
Okay, then he most likely is not a U.S. citizen, but I'm happy to look at it, but most likely not. Unless the mother passed. Unless the mother passed.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right.
Let's go to Keisha in Newark, New Jersey. Keisha.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I was calling because my fiance is from Nigeria, but he lives in Dubai, and I was going to go marry him in April, but I wanted to know, was the ban going to affect him?
What is his status in Dubai? Is he a lawful resident in Dubai?
He's a resident. He's just a resident.
Yeah, it applies to Nigerian citizens applying for immigrant visas abroad. So the answer is yes. If he can get a visa to come to America, and you can do his adjustment here.
Oh, okay. So being as though the ban is going on now, he could still try to get a visa to come here?
He could try. I mean, he's a resident of Dubai. I mean, it doesn't hurt. The worst they'll say is no.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Jay in Atlanta, Georgia. Jay.
It's still there now?
Jay.
Yeah.
You gotta get it.
Jay.
Well, I got a flight on Sunday or Monday. I don't even know.
Are they having an interesting conversation?
Hello?
Jay.
This would be an interesting conversation.
Jay.
Yeah, hello.
You're live.
Oh, good day, Brad.
Good day. How are you?
I'm fine. It's a lovely day to be fine.
It's a lousy day. Why?
Lovely day.
Oh, much better. Okay. What's going on?
Yeah. I have a question to ask you. My interview is next week, Thursday.
Interview for what?
I-485.
Okay.
Applicant. Yeah. So I've been arrested and my case dismissed.
For what?
For pandering.
Pandering?
Yeah, but
What's
the judge
pandering?
dismissed the case.
What's pandering?
Something like the desire or something. I don't really know that word, to be honest.
I don't know what pandering means either. You were What were you? They said you were trying to be with a prostitute.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the case was dismissed.
Yeah. No.
Then you're fine. Then you're fine.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I want to ask. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. But I should have said this. Obviously, going with his wife, they're gonna embarrass you and say, by the way, to the wife, you know, this guy was arrested for going to a prostitute.
Right.
So you better make sure your wife knows, because if the wife says, "What? You never told me?"
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Really?
And fights happened right there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and immigration officers love when they do that. So make sure you got to have
sure
a sit
they
down.
do.
You got to have a sit down with your wife.
Wow.
Pull my what?
You probably want to also clear the air. Some people are thinking that you got arrested 33 years ago.
Who did?
Because you said it, you were saying it in example for, like, this is a couple calls back.
What'd I say?
You said, I think so. I got arrested like 33 years ago or something like that. And you were like, I got arrested 33.
All right, public service announcement by Uncle Brad.
Yes.
Clear the air.
Uncle Brad has never been arrested in his life for anything. Scruffy Brad.
Questionable.
But when we look back at his records, also never been arrested for anything.
Because it was in the comments.
I don't even know what I said.
Yeah, you did say it, but like the way you said it was you were kind of saying I did, but I know you didn't. So I just wanted look. They're saying yes, you did. You said it, Brad. So I know I'm not tripping. Jessica Leamy said that. All right. So
does this look like the face of a guy in the back of a cop car?
Hey, you never know.
It doesn't matter, right? You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Right? You never know. But the answer is no.
Okay.
Got it.
Never. I dare anyone to find my criminal record. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
I will give $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion to the first person to find my criminal records. And I know why I will never give that $1 billion away. I've never been arrested. It doesn't exist. All right, let's go to Ab in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Hello, Brad.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
What's going on?
Thanks for the update on the COVID-19, right? COVID-19. Thanks for the updates.
All right, what's going on? Thank you.
Yes, I am an LPR, legal permanent resident, and I filed for my son, who is 19, and it's in a university here. However, he has done his biometrics, and I got an RIP, a very unusual one.
What is that?
They asked me to provide my U.S. citizenship eligibility, and I didn't file as a U.S. citizen. The notice of action even acknowledged the fact that I was a legal permanent resident. So I don't know what to do.
They ask you for proof that you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen?
No. So it's as if I filed as a U.S. citizen.
Okay, so then what you would write back is, here is a copy of my green card. I am not a U.S. citizen. I was filing as a lawful permanent resident for my child.
Yeah.
That's how I would respond.
Okay. Then second, I have another question. Yes. And my son is it will be 21. He's headed for 21 in August. And I don't know if his age would be a problem because I've already filed the adjustment of status, for him. He's going to be 21 in August.
Well, as long as he was in legal status, now I know why they're asking for proof of your U.S. citizenship. When you filed his adjustment, was he in legal status?
Yes.
And the priority dates were current?
Yes.
All right. Then he should be okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I would also respond to that letter and say, I'm a lawful permanent resident. I'm filing for my son. My son was in legal status when I filed the adjustment, and the priority dates were current for that as well.
Yes. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Brad.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Right.
Bye.
Let's go to Samdat in Queens. Samdat.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Also, Brad. I'm okay. Good night to you and everyone joining you.
Thank you.
I have a 3-part question, please.
3 parts. Excuse me, boss lady, get some pen out.
No, not to.
Is it going to be complicated? Because if this is complicated,
no, not complicated.
I gotta get somebody to write this down. I'm gonna forget. Part 2.
No, it's straightforward.
I have 3 parts in 6 different sections. All right, what is it?
3 different.
Okay.
I work $32,000 yearly, and I'm a legal permanent resident filing for my wife. I just submitted documents to the NVC. I have insurance from my work, which I can provide to her also. Would that be any problem with me with the new public charge? I really am not affiliated with it.
That's a start. I would also submit proof, that she has some sort of skill, education. Maybe have a job offer for her as well when she comes and gets her green card.
Okay, thank
and then
you.
I think you'll be okay.
That's when she goes to the interview, or
Well, on the affidavit of support requirements, I would submit it all with the National Visa Center. They have their own special form.
Okay, thank you. And that's 2 in 1. I have a question about expediting my case. I'm from a country called Guyana in South America, and right
Never heard
now
of the place.
there's
Where is it?
never. Well, Guyana in South America.
I have 100,000 clients from Guyana. I was making a joke because you said I'm from a country in South America called Guyana. I'm like, I don't know, I never heard of the place.
If you're familiar, they have elections right now.
I've never been to Richmond Hill, Queens, right? You ever been there? Nobody from Guyana in Richmond Hill, right? All right.
Well, they have elections right now, and the current government, they're not letting go forward.
They're not going to expedite anybody's case because of what's going on in Guyana right now, unfortunately.
I figured.
All right.
Well, I want to use that as a reason.
No, they're not going to do it.
All right. Thank you very much, you guys. Have a great night.
Okay, you too. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.